We're in today with the GT625. This is a 2013 video card with 48 shaders. It's got 1 gig of VRAM DDR3 running at 874 MHz on the core clock, 825 MHz on the memory clock, 64 bits bus width, DirectX 11, and today we're gonna pair it up with this Intel Xeon W3690 with 6 cores and 12 threads. This is not a high-end video card, but I think the best thing we can do for it is just jump in a couple of games and see how it holds. Let's go. Let me start with by saying that I managed to put the desktop resolution to 1024 in order to put the game in window full screen in order for the game to take 1024. The resolution on the game is 720p as the lowest, and I knew the resolution is going to be horrible. So in actually being pixelated, you know what, I will say that I will go on 1024. I think there is a chance for this video card to play with 1024. You can actually see I got maximum VRAM utilization, maximum core load. I put the fan on 100% fan speed in order to get the best out of it, and in the air, whenever I'm in the air over the map, you can see I got 34 FPS. I think there is a chance the moment I'm going to reach the ground is going to be playable. Alright, so with 1024 with 100% render scale, you can actually see I got some interesting performance. Not gonna lie, this is not the best this video card can offer, but this is what you get, you know. It's one of those situations in which the video card can actually operate. If I go here in render scale and I put it, let's say, to 70% render scale, I get 60 FPS. This is actually bananas. To have the ability to play a game like this on 1024, I put it now on 70% render scale, and the game it's holding with around 60 FPS. 60 FPS in Fortnite with this video card. Come on, 625 with 64 bits bus width, you know, 100% load on the core, 62 degrees on the video card's core. That's actually not bad. All in all, there's not a lot of games you can play, but if you can manage to find games like Fortnite and trying to push them to the limit, you're gonna get in a good mood, because it shows you that the video card is capable of delivering some nice FPS. This was the whole thing, you know, to have 1024 on the main resolution in order to get the game to run with this type of performance. Look at this. If I put 1024 on desktop resolution, there is a small chance this video card can actually do some interesting performance here. Look at this. In this case, with this video card, I got around 50-60 FPS on average. I got nearly maximum load on the video card score. This is good, you know. This is actually the thing that I want from this video card in order to get decent performance. Not gonna lie, there's a lot of hoops in order for me to go through in order to get this video card running properly. But if I do it the right way, you can actually see that the video card can actually run the game, and I cannot complain, because this is what I want from this video card. Look at this. So the video card in this situation is got 900 megabytes of VRAM utilization. The only problem I have with this is the core of the video card, because it's super slow. If it stays around 50 FPS, I will call this a big win from the video card. You know, there's a high chance you can actually put it even lower a little, you know, if you're not interested on 50 FPS. I think in some cases it's running with 60-70 FPS depending on the zone, you know. But all in all, it's doing a fantastic job. There's no problem on being utilized. Just for the memes, I entered Dota 2 with lowest details on 1024 because I want to see this video card is capable of delivering some nice FPS here. 1024 is my go-to resolution today in this case, and you can see that it's got 98% load on the core of the video card, 700 megabytes of VRAM, some cases 90 FPS on average, but it's very hard on the video card. 70 FPS, 11.5 gig of system RAM utilized here with maximum 30% load on the CPU. So on average FPS here, it's kind of good, you know. The GPU on the other hand, the GPU temperature on the other hand, in this case it's 60 degrees. That's actually a good temperature, but considering how small is the chip on this video card, I will not say that is an awesome thermal performance. No, it's just small and it doesn't heat up. So 175 watts consumption from the whole computer. It's holding pretty well, you know, but yeah, definitely it will be very interesting to see how it's performing overall. So in order to make this video card start working Team Fortress, I have to put 720p with low details. That's one thing that I will never achieve here with this video card. In this case, with this video card, you can actually see with 720p with low details that the video card is struggling to keep playable FPS. If I put this in the right quality and the right resolution, you will see that it's almost there. Seriously, it's an almost playable performance. It's low details with 720p. Gives me 70 FPS on average. 8.2 gig of system RAM utilized on this occasion. Only 20% load on the CPU side maximum with 60 degrees on the GPU's core. You think it's possible to actually play the game with this? Oh man, come on, look at this. This is actually cool. If I put the right resolution and quality, this video card can actually put a couple of FPS in Team Fortress. Games like this needs to be added on the playlist in order to have a decent experience with this. 1024 in GTA 5 here is gonna be very interesting. Seriously, I don't like the settings. I actually think it's got 50% render. Yep, 0.5 render scale here in order to get the FPS on the right side, but nothing can save this. Seriously, the maximum core, it's not helping. The VRAM doesn't help. 40 FPS here with 1024 and 0.5 on frame scale. Not okay, seriously. Oh my god, the frame time is horrible. Dude, I feel the delay in the mouse and the keyboard. Okay, not a good idea to play this, seriously. If you're interested on playing GTA 5 and you look at the video card and you say, I got a GT 625 and I want to play GTA 5. No, this is not a good idea, and I will suggest other games in order to play, but depending on your budget, you know. In this case, you can see the video card is doing a fantastic job on trying to run the game, but it's failing. 58 degrees on the core of the video card with maximum load, 950 megabytes of VRAM utilization. So all in all, I will say it's struggling to actually deliver the FPS, but can't say nothing bad about it, you know, because it's a GT 625. In Crossout with 1024 with window mode, you can actually see it looks kind of doggo, but it's running the game. I got like 50 FPS on average, maximum load on the VRAM and the core of the video card. 59 degrees on the video card, it's okay, you know. The video card in this case is being utilized. You can actually see that I got a kind of low resolution, everything is low, so render scale here is 75% with 1024. So I will say it looks horrible. It's running almost okay with 50 FPS, so there's not a lot of things I can do in this case, you know. So I will definitely try to skip this game. Not to skip, it's working, it's free to play. You can play Crossout with this video card, but online apparently I got 48 FPS, 30-40 FPS on average. Not a good number if you're asking me, but this is what you're going to get, because yeah, there's not a lot of things you can do with the video card like this. So let's see if we can actually get playable FPS. Maximum VRAM utilization, maximum core load, 61 degrees. The temperature is getting higher and higher in this case, but definitely an interesting performance from this. The setup in this case is very hard. I think you can put lower render scale in order to get 60 FPS, but that's it, you know. I put it on 75% render scale with 1024 and it's still lagging. I mean, yeah, you have no chance in this occasion with this video card. I think the best thing we can do for this video card, you know what is? S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Let me explain. 720p with maximum details. Look at this. Looks gorgeous. I got like 40-50 FPS. In some cases is dropping below 60 FPS, but majority of the time you will see that is actually playable. So some will like it, you know. Some people don't say, you know what, I want eye candy quality. That's what I've been told in the comment section, you know. In some games you're not required to be with 200 FPS. 40, 50, 60 FPS apparently it's okay with higher quality. So if we're talking about higher quality with games like this, single player games, I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R is one of those games that works really nice with this. But if you're interested on a little more FPS from 720p maybe with 1024, you can see that is just one step closer to that amount of FPS you want. But in this case, 50 FPS FPS with maximum details with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. You can see the video card on maximum load on the core is doing a fantastic job. VRAM is not fully saturated, only 400 megabytes of VRAM utilized. CPU doesn't have any problems in this case with 50% maximum load on this occasion with 7 gig of system RAM. So all in all, I got 150 watts consumption from the computer. It's doing okay. So in this case, I will call this the biggest win from this video card. I think the best games for this video card is all games. That's it. You know, considering it's got 64 bits bus width, I will think that this is not good for online games and new age games, you know. So I will say all games or actually a good option in this case. Another game that is running really nice on this video card, I put medium details, and in this occasion you can actually see it's running with almost maximum load on the core. Actually it's maximum load on the core with 400 megabytes of VRAM. Sometimes it's dropping below 99% load, that means it's good, and in this case you can see the dips below 60 FPS, 40, 60 FPS. I mean, based on the frame time and the graph that I have here, you can actually see that if I want to keep 720p, I have to put it on low details in this situation. It's not okay with this video card on medium details apparently, and low details maybe it would be okay in that situation. 4.5 gig of system RAM utilized here with this computer. This CPU is doing the job, doesn't have any problems, less than 10% alone on the CPU with 37 degrees, nearly 40 degrees. I will say an overall performance from this computer is good, but the GPU itself, it's very hard to actually set it up in order to get a playable FPS. But you'd see that Fallout with medium details, it's almost there, you know, it's almost playable, and I like the performance. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the most sophisticated video card that I have, you know, it's got 64 bits in this case, DDR3, 1 gig of VRAM. The VRAM is not the problem, the core is not the problem. If this video card had 128 bits bus width, it would have been fantastic. Overall performance was okay. I think the best thing I can do for this is to put it in an old machine with old games, and it will be much better than what I've done today. 2013, you know, I have to put old games in order to make this video card run okay. You know, I think I need 2008 games and 2005 in order to benefit from that 1 gig of VRAM and maybe the frequency on the core in order to have some decent experience. Overall performance is great. The only good advantage for this is that it's low profile and it's one unit. That's the biggest advantage for this 625. I think this was the whole point with this video card, OM. I think it was used in that condition, but yeah, I think an overall performance would have been much better with older games. And that's it. If you're interested on building an old machine to test it and all kinds of stuff, you know, it's worth it, but it needs to have only one condition. It needs to be cheap. That's it. You don't believe how many times I repaired computers for other people and I needed video cards like this. If you want to help somebody, you want to restore a machine or all kinds of stuff, you know, that is beyond your need, you'll end up using this type of hardware all the time. If you have any suggestion for this video card or for the system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.